Hey everybody, Dirty Dan here. Alright, so as if I didn't have enough GP20s already, I found another one for the collection. This is the first one of these I've found. This is a Canadian National Red Box GP20. I don't know if this is one of those Canadian exclusive engines that was really only sold in the Canadian market. So I couldn't tell you guys whether it is or not, but what I do know is that it is nasty. It needs cleaned. It is really gross. The paint isn't like the greatest, but it's okay. The wheels are just filthy. It's missing some handrails. I want to put all the handrails back on this engine. It has no couplers, which is a big issue. So, yeah, first things first, I want to see if the drivetrain's any good. I haven't actually tested this one. I just bought this at a show. But, yeah, let's see if it does anything. Let's see if this moves. Okay, nothing. We getting any amps? Nothing. There's nothing going through. Oh! Something just happened. A little sign of life. Oh, it's trying. You probably see the gauge jump. Yep, it's doing something. I think the internals are okay, but it still doesn't want to do anything. So let me try something else. All right, so what I've done here is I've jumped power straight to the motor, and you can do that by you just put jumpers on these trucks. I have one directly on the back wheel, and then since I can't put one on the wheels in the front truck, I put it on the coupler box, and that should get power directly to it. So let's see if it does anything. Oh, I guess not. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's fine. And the light works. Awesome. Oh, look at that thing go. Yeah, it's just really dirty. It's not that bad. It honestly runs pretty good. All right, so with that out of the way, let's disassemble this thing. So I got everything apart, and as already apparent, it is nasty, to say the least. Everything came apart okay. I still got to find something to salvage the handrails from. I think I'm going to take them from this Durango. But yeah, everything came apart. I disassemble these motors very different from most people. I like to take the truck side frames off and then remove the axles. This is usually the best way I've found to clean them, because you can just completely flush out the motor, yeah, without having to drill out the rivets, and that's the way I like to do it. I like to leave them original. But, yeah, so, that's everything. The windshield is a little bent, and I've never figured out, like, a true fix for this, but, maybe someday. But, all right, let's start cleaning everything, and, yeah. Alright, so here's where we're at. I got everything cleaned. It took quite a while, and I probably could have done a better job filming it, but I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I kind of had to relearn how to clean everything here. So the motor has been completely flushed of all the nastiness. When you hear that noise, that's a good sign, because you know all the lubricants have been washed out, and if you look in there, you can see the gears are pretty clean. They're not perfect. The commutator's as good as it's going to get for right now. I went ahead, polished all the wheels, cleaned them all up, polished the brushes, cleaned everything. The shell's nice and clean now too. And I ended up, I got the handrails. I salvaged those from the crustiest Durango. This engine is just gross. Like, it's literally disgusting. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But anyway, yeah, this is just a parts engine. It's yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I also went ahead, replaced the rear coupler. For some reason the spring doesn't want to work. I don't know why. It's not a huge deal. It's never gonna bother me. I don't imagine running this engine like a whole ton, but so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, with that out of the way, we can hop back into reassembling. I'm actually going to give this stuff, I think there's a few, I don't think everything's completely, totally dry as it could be. There's a little, it's still a little wet. I want to give this thing some time to properly air dry, and then we'll come back to this. But yeah, everything turned out really, really nice. So I got really high hopes and expectations for this one. Alright, so it's finished, and it turned out pretty good. The only thing that I really take issue with is the fact that it's not quite running right. I think I might swap the motor in this eventually, if I really feel so inclined. I think one of the poles on the armature has gone bad, and so when you go to give it power, you'll notice, okay, not in reverse, but it kind of sits there, and then eventually it starts moving. Either one of the windings is weak or something, I don't know. Something's not quite right with the motor, which is to be expected with old stuff like this. It's not a huge deal. The engine cosmetically is really what I was after. It looks pretty good. And this is just a GP20 I didn't have. I'm really happy to have one now. I'm still not sure if this was a specific thing to the Canadian market or if this was sold in the US too. I have a few things that are like that were sold in Canada mainly and have just kind of made it across the border. But yeah, no, I'm not sure on that one. The handrails were kind of difficult to put back on for some reason. Don't know why. But apart from that, this engine turned out pretty good. So all in all, I'm really happy with it. I know my voice has been really crappy this whole episode, and that's because I'm like kind of sick. So I apologize for that. But and I know this really isn't a super interesting video. It's just another restoration, but it's another one that's done, and I thought I should film it. You know, I'm maybe somebody will learn or pick up something from it. I do have a very interesting video coming in the next few days. It's not going to be train related, so non-train people tune out for that one. But it's just something I want to document, I think it's a cool video. If you like mechanical anything, if you like working on stuff, you'll like the video. It's gonna be cool. But anyways, folks, with all that said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'd like to show you guys this thing in action. And I'll see you all next time.